Alright, up and at 'em, we're checking out 12 Man again. Last time I checked out 12 Man, it was, to check out his, deep frying baby video, but, turns out there's a lot more added to the story, besides of the canceled content on his channel. Basically, we're gonna be checking out medical imagery. Now, this one is a I'm not even gonna spoil it, because I just want to get into it real quick. Can't believe I missed this at first. This one was peak. Medical imagery is, this one was fun. God. Now, if you thought the deep frying baby video involving William Afton was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet, because this video's gonna take a worse turn than that somehow. So the video begins with a disclaimer from the Brighton City Hospital. Okay, I just want to say, before we get too far into this, that, yes, I know it's the Brighton in the US that's, more attached to the FNAF lore and all that in different iterations, but it is so much funnier assuming that this takes place in UK Brighton, where everybody is just American for some reason. So bear with me here. Also want to point out he never confirmed the Brighton that he was talking about was in the US in that paragraph that he sent me, so yeah. Now, the lore of this tape is that it was found in a garbage bag by Adam, who really is the main character who was, watching all those videos in the previous video. So that's my bad on getting that wrong. I was corrected pretty hard by 12 Man, so we're good now. Now, medical imaging shows the freaking process of a child who got infected by the food William served at his restaurant during that time period of his life. This gets pretty f***ed up pretty quickly, not gonna lie. But before that happens, we get a lot of build-up with the doctors talking about the case and showing multiple camera angles of the recording, as this recording was originally intended for a lawsuit against the brand. And don't know how it was given into Adam's hands, based on the fact that it was in a garbage bag next to a bus stop. Pretty suspicious, but whatever. So the child was infected by the food consumed there, which was either human meat or something worse, seeing as what we're about to get into, it was probably the latter. To make things even more suspicious and pretty bad, multiple kids have been infected with this and have all fallen ill with varying degrees of horribleness. But this isn't just there's a bit of food poisoning and it'll pass, move on. No, this actually gets pretty bad. Now, see, if you think back to the first video that I did covering 12 Man's content, one of the mentions that was a big part of the plot in that video was worms in jars. Now we get to see what those worms are. Tapeworms. That were snuck into the various food, which was also mentioned in the first video. Now, in this specific patient that we're looking at in the medical imaging video, they got it in their liver area, which is very bad for somebody their age. Now, he has a high risk of death, and they are going to be performing surgery in an attempt to save the kid, which, already a pretty dire plot, but I guess we can make it worse somehow. I mean, this is 12 Man, the baby deep fryer. Let's see what he's got. Here we go. We get to get an in-depth explanation on the different type of tapeworms and where they came from. See, another point from the first video is the mention of animal feces within food, Freddy Fazbear's. This gives us a better idea of what this does to the food. Now, the tapeworms commonly are found within these feces, and yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. The tapeworms ride the feces in, and they just, yeah. Now, thankfully, the surgeons are able to actually figure out that these animal feces are in the food at Freddy Fazbear's, and they begin, realizing that William might or may not have something to do with it. We then get the reveal in the footage on why this is even being recorded in the first place. Submitted to the police as proof that William is definitely doing some horrible shit to the children. And speaking of which, we also get the information that majority of these children all died. And actually not even just the majority, that they all died. So yeah, the majority, but majority as in all. Oh, and as if that's not enough, a person barges in and brings in a child that's also inflicted with another tapeworm. And it's urgent, so they have to do surgery immediately.
I've been looking for you for ages. Another urgency. Patient, age 7, from ER in less than 2 minutes.
What's going on? Does anyone care to explain to me?
We've got the 5th case of that poisoning thing.
Bullshit.
Keep the x-ray lab, for God's sake.
Okay, alright. Grace, you get to see with your own eyes what kind of bizarre shit goes on here.
Holy hell, this is going great so far. The chaos in the backgrounds of the scenes that follow are just, they're just so good. You could hear the mother just like squeaking something, probably worried for their child, understandably. You can hear the doctors trying to calm her down, and also the main doctors shouting that it's a restricted area. And the voice acting in this, you're gonna see later, is just spectacular. So going into the surgery scene, the patient's name is Eric Harley, a freaking 7-year-old, which is pretty young for this kind of case, especially since it's a freaking 3-inch tapeworm cyst in his liver. Debatably a better or worse fate compared to being deep fried to death, but who am I to tell? The first thing the group of doctors do, with one of them being identified as Grace, is to list off some of the symptoms the boy has been going through, which includes diarrhea, abnormal bleeding, loss of energy, and among other things. So yeah, not normal things for a child to go through. Usually have to wait until your 20s for that kind of stuff to hit. The doctors then do a brain scan on the boy, and things seem normal in the brain area, nothing abnormal or out of the ordinary. And then they decide to switch to the abdomen, where they get to witness the majority of the damage.
Wait a minute. Something's off.
Rescan this section and zoom on to the suspicious area.
Alright, just a minute.
It moved.
In this angle, you can tell it's a fasciola hepatica. Hell of a thing.
It's actually a full colony of damn liver flukes.
No wonder this kid got a sudden bile vomiting attack. These worms are literally eating his liver out. And... oh god.
Look at the main vein. It's perforated.
Liver fluke must have chewed it up and made its way into the vascular tract.
And if the fluke reaches the heart?
Eric will die.
As the doctors come to this realization, the beeping behind them can be subtly heard raising ever so slightly until it reaches an all-time high. Then, we get probably the most traumatizing scene I have ever bared witness to in a FNAF VHS tape. This genuinely made my skin crawl. Commence.
What's going on?
Ah, shit, he woke up. Abort the procedure!
What?
Eric! Eric, it's gonna be okay, buddy, alright? You're gonna be fine.
What do you mean anesthesiologist?
I know your tummy hurts,
Do
but
you think we're gonna
it'll be over soon, okay? We're
Yeah.
working as hard as we can. Alright? Just stay with me, little man, alright? It's gonna be okay.
Sweetie, don't cry. Mom will come soon. Dr. Leo will take the pain away from you. Relax.
I gave you some painkillers now. You should go to sleep in a minute. Alright? Stay with me, strong man.
I'll intubate him. Bring a defibrillator and life support here.
Clear!
Come on, stay with me, baby. You have your whole life ahead of you, please.
Clear! Grace? He's gone.
In the chaotic series of events that occurs, Eric dies in a few short minutes after waking up from surgery. Despite the doctors trying to calm him down and keep the boy happy in his final moments of life, all he can experience is pain and agony as the screaming continues until it's silenced by him taking his last breath. It is actually tragic to watch this, and the freaking voice acting helps elevate this scene to an all-time emotional high. Some of the doctors panicking in the background, some of them screaming, trying desperately to save Eric before it was too late. It was all just done so well. Kudos to 12-man and everybody who was just involved with the scene. It's just chef's kiss. As revealed in dialogue afterwards, this is the second kid this week that has died due to William's shenanigans. Evidently, the main surgeon is probably the most passionately against this and wishes revenge.
We'll hold that fucking psycho and the restaurant owner accountable for this. They'll both pay for what they fucking did.
I'm so sorry. Eric, I'm
Grace,
so sorry.
it's okay, don't cry. We did everything we could.
God, the line deliveries in this freaking video are so good. Oh! Then we get the obligatory reminder that this is a FNAF VHS tape, as we get revealed that the tape is slightly haunted as a message appears in the glitch later after this footage ends. It's unknown if this is the mother speaking to the audience or the dead kid. I'm going to go with dead kid, mainly because there's an image of a dead-looking kid on the right that fades into view. That's my take on this. Just when you think this clusterfuck of a video is over, and the pain is over, and the suffering is mostly over, you still got the post-nut suffering to go through. 12 Man leaves us off with a huge lore dump in the form of a newspaper at the end. This newspaper gives us a lot of info, including the names of the dead kids and also the consequences of the dead kids happening through the food poisonings. Now, the tapeworm cysts are revealed to the public, and thus they all call for William's arrest. He does get arrested, and so does Cook, but only for 1 year. This enrages the public, resulting in riots, a lot of violence, William Afton's house being burnt down, which is apparently what he wanted. Check the first video for more information on that. And also, it does give us one piece of information that is interesting. During these riots, violence, and flat-out arson, there was one confirmed lynching. Now, this is very interesting, because William is confirmed to still be alive, Carl is still confirmed to be alive, the cook is unknown. We don't really know who got lynched for sure. All we know is that there is a confirmed lynching. For all we know, it could have been Henry, which might reveal where he fucking went, but who knows? We're gonna have to wait until part 2 comes out to get full information on what the heck even happened in the fallout of this. Speaking of the fallout, we figured out what state William's been put in from this video. Texas, in a place called Bellwood. That's a fun name for a town, a little bit better than Brighton, but whatever. And apparently on February 7th, 1986, he was released early for good behavior. Oh boy, 1 year before the bite of 87. Isn't that just convenient? Also, I guess that does confirm that this takes place in the US, which is sad. I much preferred the UK place with all of the Americans in it for some reason. The last thing that this video shows us is text asking, is he really gone for good? And the answer is obviously no, because part 2 teaser dropped a few months ago, and honestly, I'm really hyped for part 2. Hopefully, part 2 is coming very soon, as 12 Man is posting new teasers towards the release of part 2, which I'm very much looking forward to. You better believe I'm gonna hop on that shit like a dog on a meat truck when it comes out, boy. But, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. It really helps out the channel. Maybe there will be plenty more videos where this came from in the near future. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. And also, yeah, no, I don't go no ending, but cue to credits.